Hi guys, and welcome back to another Division 2 video. So my last video got me thinking, while we were talking about the LMG meta and how it kind of turns everyone's hand to having to use it for the raid, it just made me think about ways that we could improve the raid, make it easier, more diverse, more appealing and more strategic for the community without actually physically making it easier. Now, I do want to address something from the last video. I basically made out that any other build but LMG build was just dead in the water, so to speak. That isn't the case, I do understand, but my point was with that video that the LMG meta just kind of like trumps all others, especially with any gun that you can have 200 bullets on, and that amount of sustained damage kind of just trumps all. And that was the point I was trying to get across, to be honest with you. But I did get some good feedback, so this kind of spurred me on to make this video today. And I basically just wanted to touch on a few areas from that video and discuss them in more depth. And also I'm going to put it to you, the community, to come up with some suggestions in the comments below as well. So firstly, I wanted to talk more about the SMG and assault rifle builds and how to make them more viable, I suppose, for the raids. I've talked about giving SMGs weak point damage bonuses, as it's the most accurate weapon class, and the person who runs these builds can get up close and personal to the NPCs and hit those weak points. So the likes of boomers, chest piece, and the bags and holsters of the other ads, so we can cleave them a little bit easier. Because I don't know about yourselves, but I do know that the ads are the reason that we're struggling with Boomer. The drone and sniper NPCs are just absolutely wrecking us, so giving us the SMG bonuses to weak points will give us a strategic element for the SMG build, making sure Boomer doesn't heal, for instance. And also, if he was to clear ads with an assault rifle build, for instance, they'd synergise well together if the improvements to the assault rifles was made that I suggested yesterday about, armour damage rather than health damage. Because in a Division 1 that's what it was like, it was a standard thing, but in Division 2 it seems to be the health damage. And to me, health damage is kind of pointless, as once the armour's gone, the health bar drains just as quick with any other build, so for me the, health damage is just kind of pointless. So if it is changed to armour, just like the True Patriot 2-piece, I don't think it'd be overpowered at all. And as I say, the SMG is critical hit chance, and that's straight up damage towards the armour bar anyway, so yeah. Anyway, that's the last I want to say about that. I did touch base on that in the last video, so we'll move on. So I want to talk about bringing new gear sets into the game to compete, especially on the raids. Because let's face it, when in the Division 1, when things like Underground and challenging missions first came about, they're really difficult, and that draws a resemblance, to the raids in the current state. But as the game progressed, we got things like the optimization station, gear sets like Striker, Predator, Tactician, and that first Alphabridge gear set where you'd have these 6 talents. And to this day I'm still gutted they changed it, because I didn't think it was too overpowered compared to other builds like Striker and Predator, but it went. So I've no doubt the devs will be bringing out some more competitive gears, or maybe even just slight reskins of those mentioned above. But let's face it, the Chem Launcher Healer is just first aid from Division 1. The Hive is just, a reskin of the support station, and Pulse and Seekers are still a thing. So I don't think bringing back a reskin of some of the old gear sets from Division 1 will be a massive problem at all. And also, I think the community would be happy to have hints of the Division 1 implemented, whether it's for nostalgic reasons or just something that we're used to. Because people do like something fresh, but also they do like something, very samey, so let's take a look at some of the gear sets that maybe they could bring back. So as I touched on above, if they brought back, say, the Alphabridge version 1.0, so to speak, I think it'd work really well within the Division 2. 6 talents wouldn't be overpowered, with the way talents work this time around. You'd have your 2 offensive talents at the top to affect the way you improve your damage, so for instance, Optimist and Unhinged for weapon damage synergy. And because gear sets don't use talents like On the Ropes, Compensated, or Unstoppable Force, so it wouldn't be too overpowered, and I think it'd be on more of a level playing field, so to speak, with the brand sets. Then you'd have 2 supportive talents in the middle to improve weapon performance like Allegro or Extra, and then obviously 2 holstered. And actually, I wouldn't be too sure if it'd be as good as having brand sets with all the talents, so maybe they might even have to improve an Alphabridge reskin even more to make it work. But the same goes with the Predator and Striker. You could easily create reskins of them. But I must admit, I'd love to see something similar to maybe, the S.E.E.K.R Gear Set. The OG agents from Division 1 remember this overpowered gear set that got vaulted before it even got started. For those who don't know, you'd get say 10% body shot damage for a 2-piece. You'd get 30% critical hit damage for 3 pieces, while a 4-piece would make every 3rd bullet a guaranteed critical hit. So you could potentially just ignore critical hit chance, stack into critical hit damage, or armour, or health, or whatever you wanted to do, And with the body shot damage as well, yeah, you know, you get the picture. And I think something like that is really needed within this game to make it exciting again. You know, we've got no decent gear sets. People aren't thriving to get, you know, a 6-piece gear set at the moment. The brand sets seem to be working, and don't get me wrong, I don't want brand sets or golds to become useless, but we do need some more diversity with gear sets. So a reskin of S.E.E.K.R, you know, we've got loads of critical hit damage. It would make it that little bit more powerful than brand sets, but I think it'd be something that'd be great for the game, and I don't think it'd be, well, I don't think it'd throw the balancing out, for instance. So let me know what you guys think below about bringing something like that back into the Division 2. And if you take a look at the new gun, the Eagle Bearer, for instance, that is totally overpowered compared to any of the other guns or any of the other assault rifles, for instance. And you know, if that's the way that, you know, the devs are going to go, then brilliant. You know, gear sets on that level playing field will be brilliant for the game. And I really do think we just need to see some introduction of some dominant gear sets sooner rather than later, because, but you know, it's obvious that numbers are already dropping, and I really don't want to see a mass exodus like we did have with 1.3 happening again. So I love how the devs are going with the game. I love how they're always hands-on and listen intensively to the community. But I just think a lot of the newer community may start to tail off if they haven't done already. So that's it for today, guys. Anyway, I'd like to know what you all think about that below. If you did like today's video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, Aiden's out.